Alright guys, we've got Troy Reeves here, one of the main members of Team Dice Jar, and he is coming at us today with his Infernoid Invoked deck profile, which he came first at our local regional app.
Yeah, this deck's super, it's a bit of a sleeper deck really, like, it has a good matchup against a lot of things, apart from pendulums, just because their ability to like keep floating and shit makes it a bit harder to play against, but yeah, like it's got a solid matchup against most things in the middle. That's why I'm playing it. So I'll start off with three auto-include Dextron. He's really good just for dumping you. He can make you so many plays because he breaks boards, and then he can also set up your boards. So you definitely wouldn't play any less than that. So we play 3 Petroleum. This combo is off with Dextron because the normal combo is to send the level 3 guy to make him 4, and then banish the level 3 you summon. So this can make you Omega, Stardust, or Minerva. So yeah, it's you kind of want to see him. And now what's different from my old list was I'm only playing 2 of Harmonic because he's not that great. Like this format where a lot of shit floats, or they just can't be targeted anyway, makes him kind of bad. So I tested him at 1 and I didn't like it, and then I tested him at 2 and I thought that was the perfect ratio for him. It's the same with Infernoid Sidesmith. Like this card can break boards, but you really don't want to open him. You'd rather like mill him because he's just kind of a brick, but he's like still good to play. I don't play a Tondo because it's not really that relevant until Lyra Darkness. I play 2 Deviati, 2 Anansu, like just your face targets, and these cards are actually so broken, like just banishing stuff, non-targeting, banishing, it's real good. 1 Shazette for Feast. It's actually kind of relevant. It happened a couple times today where I'll attack with him and activate his effect to bait out cards like Strike and stuff, but the number of people that will just randomly banish a card out of the extra deck of their choice, and then later on go, oh, where did I put my, like for example, I banished the dude's decode talker because he wanted to banish it, and then later on in the game he's like, oh, I wonder where my decode went, like, you banished it off that. So it can come up. It's not a sound strategy, but it's alright. On to the Light Swans. So I'm playing 3 Wolf, 2 Raiden. Like this card is the best normal summon in the deck, and this makes your grass mills broken. Like you want to see as many of these in the grave as possible to link or make XOZs and stuff. And then the tech card that actually came in so clutch today was Riker, and he's so broken. He breaks boards, like he gets rid of boss monsters because you can just charge. Say if you have like a dead wolf in hand, you can be like, oh yeah, normal summon, banish the brick, banish a card on the field because it doesn't target. So it was at my out to sleeper today because he just made a big board. I couldn't get around his firewall, but I could get around his sleeper, so he didn't have a choice. He bounced it off his firewall anyway, and then I just take them. Alistair, this card's really good. Pigga Trio is actually kind of better than Mekaba for me, because against Pendulum Magicians you could just clear their board with like Ash and or like a dead Infernoid. And Mekaba's level 9, so it kind of affects the level cap. 3 Snow, Disruption, and Link players make this card too good not to play. I've considered playing 2, but you just really want to like mill it and see it. Onto the hand traps, I play 2 Ash, 2 Droll, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. This was going to be, so these were going to be Ashes. This was going to be like Ghost Dagger, but I didn't really like 3 Ash. I found it was a bit too bricky, and like your Inferno monsters get rid of cards anyway, so you don't really want to be opening these all the time. Droll was the MVP hand trap. Like it's so broken right now because it's like continuous. It's for the rest of the turn. So this is once. Ghost Dagger, which I personally don't like this format, is only once. So you can only you have to choose what you pop. But this just stops everything, and this protects your boards, especially in the Pendulum matchup, because if they vortex when you have Imagination, you get a free monster, then you resolve and you can make a link and keep playing. Yeah, game is pretty good. It's good at a reprint. Onto spells, play 3 Banishment. This card is really good going first. I sided it out a couple times going second because it's kind of dead with the discard, and against an established board it's terrible, but the normal combo is search feast. I mean, if you have the resources to leave this on the field, if they attack one of your negates, you can just send this to banish the monster. That didn't come up today though, but the feast combo came up quite a bit. 3 imagination. This didn't come up at all today. Like, I'd always just, I either drew grass or searched for grass or just milled enough so I didn't need it. But this card's really good, like especially in the link format where you've got better access to extra deck monsters. You know, like in the past format, they'd make an Omega and you'd be like, oh, they activate, they'd take out, and then you're stuck on this shitty continuous effect. But yeah, definitely 3. 3 of the best card in the deck, honestly, left arm offering. If you can make a board that they can't break with like Mecha Bone or your negates, this is the freest card. It's just like, oh, I want to add whatever I want. Yeah, cool. Like grass, meltdown, charge, upstart if you feel like it. Not really though. It's not a good idea. So this is really just the Ash bait, like 3 charge, 3 solar recharge, because this is what was Ashed the most, because people didn't want me drawing cards, especially when it came down to like grindy games. If I drew a brick and then I drew this, I could get rid of the wolf and draw, and you're playing a consistent amount of light swarm targets for it anyway, so you can set this up with Raiko for like breaking boards. 3 desires, it's draw power, the deck really needs it, playing 60, and it's pretty free. After you've resolved grass, just draw 2 more. And you can return them with Omega and stuff. It doesn't really come out that much. It's just a pain banishing the one of like Feast or Sujet or whatever, but if you're going first you'll never do it. Onto the Invoke stuff, you play 2 Meltdown, 2 Invocation. You wouldn't play any more of this because I'm playing evenly matched on the side, so I don't want to be stuck on this. So I don't really want to see it too much, but this card is broken with this, because you can send it to the grave and they can't ash it because they can't negate the effect. And then on summon you can break their board, which they can't respond to with like Torrential or Bottomless or Strike or whatever. So this combo breaks boards. It's really strong. And I was testing this at 3, but I just didn't like it. The Invoked stuff's kind of the side engine of the deck. You'd rather focus on your Infernoid plays and then make the occasional negate and stuff. 1 grass. It's self-explanatory. If your opponent's playing less cards than you, it's a good time. Mill 3 wolf, mill your Infernoids, go ham. And 1 for 1, because this is also Ash bait, because if you're trying to establish your hand with left arm, you can go like 1 for 1, special Decatron, send the Deviati, left arm for free, because they can't Ash it. Unless they have, I'm still trying to learn how to play around Called by the Grave, because that's kind of new. It happened a couple times at the weekend.
So you got hit Called by the Grave?
I got hit by the Called by both games against James. He just banished. He misplayed and didn't banish one of my big Infernoids, which I tagged him with the game. And then he was trying to resolve a quick fix, so I banished my Harbour deck to pop up, to banish it out of his grave, and he called it, so that was surprising. I'll probably find other ways to play around it. Like, it's not a big deal, because in the Feast combo you can negate the call with the Anansu. It's just you kind of force out your spell on the gate, and 1 Feast. So this card is actually not that great, any more than 1, because you're going first and you're going to see it, like you search it out of course, and if you're going second it's just a brick. Like the double Feast combo isn't as consistent, and it also loses to Ash. So I normally side out the level 6 guy if I'm going second, because you can't really make him with the 2 negates on an already built board. I normally send 2 DD Crows and then whatever, like if I need a monstrous or spell negate, is what it is, and then I've got resources to summon them in the next turn. So that's 60 cards course. Onto extra, we play 3 tokens, 2 for choice, 2 for style. I like those. These are so you don't get sharked, so you can just slap them on top of your Dectrons, but this is this. Came up quite a bit today.
Very nice.
1 Infernoid Terror. I know most lists are playing 2, I just didn't see the point. Like, I know you can summon this off Invocation and break a board by still sending 3 Natis, but I prefer the 6, so you can mill 3, send 3 Natis, and then link this off, or just use it as a beta. Again, it didn't come up at all, like, I didn't need it today. 2 Mechaba, this is fine, like, I wouldn't play any more than this because it's not as good, it's just kind of, you summon it to make you board and then you summon it to break the board, but outside of that it's kind of dead. Onto the best invoked, pick a trio, like, it punishes your opponent for having heaps of cards on the field, especially Pendle Magicians, like, you just smack over their whole board, you of course bait out their Vortex and then just swing over everything. And he's got a like huge attack. And he's he doesn't level cap you either, so you can like summon him, summon a Seajet, not a Seajet, sorry, a Sightsmith, and then like break boards by that and do piercing damage. That's how I won quite a few of my games because I just did way too much damage. 3 Natus, really good. I was playing 2 before, 2 lists ago, but this is too good not to play. Like just popping 3 of your opponent's cards. That's pretty cool. And it can also pop the Infernoid if you're already like well established and you can't get rid of it. Like the ideal combo is to like send 3 of this and then mill a wolf and then link it away. But if you can't, you can always just pop one of them because your opponent probably won't always have 3 cards to pop, but if they do, it's okay. 1 Omega, 1 Stardust. I cut Crimson Bladed because he wasn't coming up enough. He wasn't really too relevant anymore, especially against Magicians. They're like, lol, we'll just make fucking links and shit. Stardust is good because I always make this over Omega going first because if you activate Void Vanishment and they Ghost Strike it, you can just negate it. And then the condition of Void Vanishment is met after the card's resolved. So it's good, and then you can yeah, you can't bring him back, but I think you can actually, sorry.
What's this?
So yeah, so there is, so you can't bring this back, but you've added the Ghost Ogres, so they can't break your board unless they have the Ash, which they normally always Ash it anyway. If they see this, they won't waste their Ogre on it. 1 Decode Talker, 1 Akashic, and 1 Underclock. I think these 2 were the MVPs. This was really tested in theory because I was deciding to side Kaijus, so you'd link your 2 Infernoids away and you'd summon your Kaiju intentionally in a zone and then bounce it back to the hand. And then there was one time, not today, it was happening testing, I made this, so I linked under here and then I milled 3 and I got some wolves and shit and I was able to keep playing, but this is kind of, until something better comes out, then I'll probably keep playing it. And then 2 Maneuver, so Maneuver's good for getting mills and the combo you can do, so you go like Alistair, Search Invocation, Petrolia, Summon, make Maneuver, mill 3, Invocation banishing this, so you can keep your Infernoid and send it to grave, and then you can make the Mechaba because it's light. And that's like the standard play if you can't resolve the feast board, because you can mill stuff, and then if you mill wolves or just Infernoids, like in the general game state of just milling Infernoids, it's insane. And onto side, maining 2 Kaijus. This was for Purgatrio and this was just the weakest one. I was playing Spider, but it didn't come up enough. Like, I didn't want to overcommit my board to 2 Draco, so this was really for just problem boss monsters. 2 Lancia for like ABC and the Mirror, not that it's come up, but just like, I think in my personal opinion this is the best hand shape of the format because it doesn't have a condition. You can just go stand with face Lancia, and the number of times it's happened to me where they've just gone, oh yeah, fuck you, here's a Lancia. So yeah, board works, so I should have probably put those with the Kaijus because that's the same thing really. It's just I know against spirals, I open this and just nuke this board and attack for heaps of damage. Yeah, you can obviously tell the difference between the 2, I hope. 2 System Down was for Ancient Gears and ABC. And it's also surprising because Mechaba's machine, so if I'd never side it, of course, but it was mainly for ABC because it's if they can start and they can make a board, it's kind of hard to play around, especially with like I know Jed's playing like heaps of one-ups like Skill Drain and Imperial Order and stuff, so it's kind of like, well, if you're going to be a cunt, I'll be a cunt. 2 Twin Twister, this was a last minute decision.
2 Twin Twister on Raigeki.
Yeah, truly. So I felt Iron Wall surprisingly came back quite a bit. I know there were quite a few people playing it, and that's a fucking order lose to me. So it was just against like problem back row again with the ABC with all their fucking back row they play in paleo. It's kind of with, and like the discards are fine. Yeah, like in rogue it just fucking I'll never lose to Noble Knights again, but I'm just pop them all. 3 of the best card, like just being able to stop Pendle Magicians from playing at all, because it's my worst matchup is great. Just flip this, fuck you. And 2 evenly matched. I was playing 3 up until recently, but I figured that with Meltdown this is kind of like not as good, because half the times you'll just clear out your Meltdown with Heavy Hardy and then have an evenly matched hand. Especially if you're going second against Pendle Magician, where you just banish their board. Yeah, that's a good list, I guess.
Sweet. Well, on to shoutouts. What do we need to go?
Shout out to Jamie and Greg for lending cards. Shout out to everyone that came down. It was a good event. A bit hot, but that's okay. Yeah, hopefully I can get up to Christchurch if I can get work off. It'd be nice. But yeah.
Can we see your shirt?
Oh yeah, Rep.
Shout out to Kizza Doyle for the shirt.
Yeah, cheers, bro. I'll get the one on the back too.
Yeah, back off.
That's me.
Look at that.
Big for boy. Did he go?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
it's all good, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for a good event, lads. See you next time.